the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Hey, 10, 29, Alpha. No, me. Rip. Check it, reload.
On first down, Dobbins. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let him know. Sponge, alert!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bird. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
26 Mike. We got Ozzy.
On first down, Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Wait, that fly 20. Watch the fly. Sugar. Bravo. 26 Mike. 72.
On 2nd and 12, Brady, and that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 Mike. Some got man. 26 Mike. Come on, D. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. I'm coming after you. Hey, Bolt 66. When he hit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
That's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. All day, dog. Check, house coach. Alert. Hey, 66.
Brady going to go on fourth down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
180. Push him back. Alert, alert, alert.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now on first down, Drake again. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
That's the way.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's cavemann-15's. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Cavemann-15, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This one fielded at the 5. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Now Drake. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Corner. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
They'll run with Drake. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check 52. Hug.
Running, it's Drake. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 3. Check 3.
Now a handoff for Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. I got him. Back to mine. I got him. Kill. Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's coming.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Single. Watch two.
Throwing again. Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Wait, set, ready? Mike 59. Here we go, G. All day, defense, all day. All day. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On second down, Johnson flexing his muscle at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down, Arizona.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got four now.
Hey, Wood.
26 months.
Hey, check it. 72.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bryant is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustment.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Olivier Vernon brings them down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, G.
They stay on the ground with Drake. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 43 is the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. And that's incomplete.
Rosen's pass. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
43 is the mic.
Now it's Rosen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Bird to return. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, that flag 20.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, that's good. That's good.
Alpha.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Hicks just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Going deep here for Parker. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
They'll run on first down. Drake takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's third down.
9 yards to go.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go, D. Check 26, check 26.
Regular. Hey, let go.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey,
All right, here we go.
pick it up, D.
Go Bandit.
Brady going to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On third down, Downins. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Watch the shit.
Topper.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. They go play action. It's Rosen. Over the middle, it's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Kendricks. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Johnson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check.
Hey, 66.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, that 380.
Watch the screen. Pass. Watch twist. Banjo.
Let's go.
They go to Johnson again. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rosen will throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Downans. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Check, 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 check. Check 43. Regular.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So an important try here from Matt Bryant. This will be from 49 yards out. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad, I'm dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, now they play my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. Yeah.